152-pounders now on the mat. Jacob Scarborough, a junior with a 3-11 record in his first year as a West Hall wrestler, going against Taylor Wright, a sophomore at 9-6 for the War Eagles. And there you see Wright trying to sink in that deep double.
And he does. He got his takedown, but then an escape.
Escape by Scarborough. Now they're maneuvering back to that center circle. The referees always want to maneuver you back to the center of the mat where you can keep wrestling.
Got that single, he steps over the double, and he's got the takedown. 4-1.
Taylor Wright of Chestatee working on it. Uh-oh.
Turn him over with the butcher, and now he's got the reverse half in.
Pretty deep. Be something if he could come out of this one. Taylor Wright of Chestatee on top of Jacob Scarborough, West Hall. Trying to force that shoulder down.
Needs to get his weight up a little bit towards the front here. He's got it too far back.
Trying to keep it down there for that 2 seconds, and there it is. And it's a pin for Taylor Wright of Chestatee. So that's 6 points for the War Eagles, William.
And that brings it up to 26-9 in favor of West Hall. So 6 more points for Chestatee, closing the gap, but still a pretty good lead there for West Hall.
Now we go right straight to the 160-pounders. Daniel Moreno of Chestatee against Ricardo Mencia of West Hall. Now, explain the optional start there, will you?
Well, you can put your thumbs together on the back, somewhere along the back, and start that way. A lot of people do that just to kind of let them go, and that's what he did. He gave him the escape.
Mencia of West Hall there against Daniel Moreno, the junior from Chestatee. Moreno came into this one at 12-5, Mencia at 5-9. Moreno also got the tights on. You can do that. You can wear tights up under your singlet. Some people like it, William, because it helps protect their legs a little bit. They would get mat burns or something. They don't want to.
And last year you can wear bicycle shorts. Used to you couldn't have anything coming out from under your singlet, but now you can wear bicycle shorts.
Now we got a little blood going.
Right, just a quick blood time out here.
Moreno of Chestatee. And you see the fans enjoying wrestling. Good crowd at the Silver Dome. The Spartans right now with a pretty good lead, and there you see some of the junior wrestlers. That's so important, isn't it, William, to get the junior wrestlers, the younger wrestlers involved in this stuff. That's where your program really gets started.
Right.
Now back to the action.
All the Hall County teams have 8th grade teams and junior high, junior varsities.
Wright of Chestatee, Scarborough, West Hall.
Well, this is where Chestatee's strength lies, is in these upper weights. Starting at 152 with Wright, and now Moreno. So if they're going to close the gap, this will be where they'll do it.
Both wrestlers just looking for something. What's the other guy going to give me? What can I take advantage of? Little hands to the face, little pummeling. That wrestlers do that for various reasons, don't they? Wear out the opponent, maybe intimidate him a little bit.
Right, and get them maybe to stand up, and then you can shoot there on the legs.
End of the period.
2-1 in favor of Moreno.
And it's the Chestatee wrestler. Got his right wrist taped.
And then Sia chose neutral, so we'll start the second period on their feet. Here Coach White imploring Moreno to shoot.
But it looks like Mencia might be giving him that inner leg there. Trying to back him up and get him. Yeah, there you go. Now he's going for a whip over to try to throw him. Didn't get it in, though. Now Richard Taylor again is our official for this particular match.
Right, he and Sean Fields alternating about every 3 or 4 matches. See frustration starting to set in there on Daniel Moreno, the Chestatee wrestler. He's trying to figure out what he can do to get in there and score, but both wrestlers just need to shoot. Just pop them up real quick and shoot under there. There was an attempt there at an ankle pick.
Yeah, went for the ankle. Couldn't get it.
There it is. I ain't let go of it.
Let it loose.
Yeah, a little duck under.
Got 2 points for the takedown.
4-1 now in favor of Moreno. He's got the half Nelson ankle ride, and he's turning him. Now he's got it over the top. He's trying for a figure 4 on the head. Let's see if he gets the figure 4. You got to be careful not to put a head scissors on, because that's illegal.
True figure 4 on the head looks like a half Nelson with your legs. Some wrestlers are very adept at that.
You got to get off that ankle. That's stalling. He called it stalemate.
Right. Got everything sorted out now. Mancilla on bottom. Moreno on top. Chestatee and West Hall, glad you could join us here for some high school wrestling. Here to get things off to a good start on our games of the week as we head into a brand new year. A little more blood there.
Well, Moreno's going to take down here for the 3rd period. There you see Coach Whitlow and Paul White. Paul White, the one with the follicular problem.
Challenged.
Yeah, follicular challenge.
There's Coach Eric Raddick, the head coach there on the right side. Got a little strategy here, huh? His assistant coach.
I think he's a little upset there that his wrestler's not doing a whole lot and trying to get him to do something, trying to show him duck under, do something, snap down, anything. Nothing frustrates the coach more than the wrestler getting out there just kind of waltzing around. You see a Granby roll there by Moreno. Trying to get it into a Peterson, but he didn't quite make it. And he's got that leg. Got to be careful. And he got the escape, 5-1.
Now explain about the locking of the hands. Well, you see them lock their hands. They can only lock their hands around certain body parts. Is it?
Well, when you're in control, you can't lock your hands around the body or both legs. So far, we haven't had a locked hands call.
Moreno turned with a single arm butcher after he got the takedown. Couldn't quite get it. Mancilla flattening out. Goes in the grapevine to ride on the leg.
Hit him with a little cross face, taking him down to the mat, but got near fall points, 7-1. Looks like Mancilla's fatiguing rapidly, and Moreno's turning him over, getting more back points.
That's it.
And there's the pin.
6 more points for Chestatee due to the points and the pin by Daniel Moreno.
That closes the gap to 26-15, so they're only down by 11 now.
All right, at 171 pounds, the senior for West Hall, Elijah Mirowski. 7-7, Bert Castrita, sophomore at 4-5 for Chestatee.
These wrestlers are starting to get big. We're at 171 now.
That's another thing, William, that we need to bring people up to date on. The fact that now Georgia High School Association mandates how much weight. There's always a criticism of wrestling about kids cutting too much weight, which was unhealthy. But now they mandate how much weight you can lose, right?
Right. It's a national program. You weigh in everybody. You You check their body fat and also their hydration level. If they don't have a certain hydration level, they can't weigh in. So they weigh them at the beginning of the year, and they tell them how much weight you can lose and how much weight you can go down to. So he might have weighed in at 175 and said, well, you can make 171, but you got to do it in a month. You can only lose a certain percentage every week.
Streeter loses his headgear. Elijah Moraski, the senior, against Bert Castrita, the sophomore. At the Silver Dome.
Some big legs there for a sophomore, doesn't he?
Can't keep the headgear going, so he'll take a little time off now and get things readjusted. Richie going to help him a little bit there. Of course, you're watching this on New Year's Eve. You got the Hall County Duels coming up, will you? This weekend at Flower Branch High School. Flower Branch wrestling pretty well this year, aren't they?
Right, they are. A lot of Hall County schools. Chestatee starting off here at 5-1.
And West Hall came into this match at 8-5. So West Hall, Chestatee, North Hall's had some success. I've seen it. Well, East Hall's had some success. So if you want to see some good wrestling action, check it out this weekend. Hall County Duels at Flowery Branch. Starts on Friday.
5 o'clock.
That's the 1st of January, and then continues
at 9 o'clock Saturday morning.
For the 1st and 2nd, the wrestlers get things started in the new year. Morawski.
Screwed it in on the leg there, but period ends.
Now Morawski starts the next period on top. Yeah, he does have some big legs. I bet he squats a lot. Chestatee, they got that Olympic weightlifting program going on too, don't they?
Right. They do mostly Olympic stuff as opposed to powerlifting.
Ooh.
Trying to get that guillotine in. The referee will stop this if that arm gets way up there too high. There he goes.
Potentially dangerous. Stops it. Yeah, the Olympic style lifting, the snatch and the clean and jerk, as opposed to the squat, the bench, and the deadlift that a lot of folks came up with, the powerlifting moves. And some of them are combination kinds of things as well.
So you have to start with your knee down, then your hand on the belly, then your hand on the elbow.
Elijah Morawski now in control of Bert Castrita. West Hall and Chestatee here on the Hall County Sports Game of the Week. I guess we can call it the Game of the Week, more of a contest or a
match of the week.
Match of the week, yeah.
Still trying to get that guillotine in. He's got it now. Better watch that arm. And Castrita does a good job of coming out of it and gets a point, gets an escape.
Don't forget, next week in this time period, college basketball, Brenau and Tennessee Wesleyan. I want to thank our anchor sponsor very much, William, Longstreet Clinic, helping to bring high school wrestling to you. And Castrita almost got a takedown there.
Almost took him down straight to his back, but Morawski looks like he's going to counter into the takedown, and he does.
The West Hall Takedown Club and the Longstreet Clinic helping us out. Bring you high school wrestling here on Hall County Sports Television. Match of the week. Morawski, the senior, trying to get to a winning record on the season, came into this one at 7-7. Castrita at 4-5, so he's trying to get to 500.
He's into the period 2-1.
This one's going to go the distance, it looks like. Neither wrestler with a particular advantage over the other one. Third period underway, 3-1. There you see 3-1 in favor of Elijah Morawski of West Hall against Bert Castrita from the Chestatee War Eagles.
Castrita in there on the legs, but can't quite get it.
Out of bounds, and bring him back to the center. Tight match.
Morosky with the quick throw by, but doesn't get it. Now he's trying to front headlock down to a cradle. Chestatee into a double leg takedown, and there you have it right there on the edge. There he does.
Chestatee a little too strong in the legs to get that, wasn't he? And he got the takedown.
Tied it up, 3-3. He's going to let him go, make it 4-3.
Getting a little late in the match, William. What he wants to do is take him down and control him, right?
Right, he's let him go. He's behind now, 4-3. Chestatee is. Chestatee. He needs to take him down, or he's going to lose the match 4-3. Of course, Morosky, all he wants to do is hang on. You can sort of tell he's using a little bit of stalling tactics. Now he's shooting in there pretty good. Chestatee counters.
Oh, close. Up. 2 points. Morosky.
6-3.
171 pounders here, battling at West Hall.
See, West Hall really likes to use those legs going into a split scissor there. They like the guillotine and split scissor look. They must have worked on that yesterday.
Pretty good controlling move too. Chestatee trying to inch into him.
He could just get those legs out and back over. But he's unable to. Good counter by Morosky.
That's the end of the match. Another decision for the Spartans. William, they are rebounding after a couple of wins by the War Eagles.
Well, that makes it 29-15 now in favor of West Hall.
All right, 189 pounders coming up in just a moment. We're back with the Hall County Sports Match of the Week.
Lancaster Music, Northeast Georgia's authorized dealer for Yamaha musical instruments, has a huge selection of console, studio, and grand pianos in all sizes and finishes. Check out the Yamaha Disc Clavier self-playing piano and award-winning Clavinova digital pianos that never need tuning. For gifts to delight any musician, Lancaster Music has keyboards, band and orchestra instruments, guitars, music books, and accessories. Lancaster Music, a musical tradition since 1949.
This broadcast is also brought to you by the Longstreet Clinic. Doctors you know, care you trust. The Longstreet Clinic, where patient care is always centered around you. If you would like a copy of tonight's broadcast, call North Georgia Productions at 770-297-0528.
Hey, what's up?
I'm sending another project to Fast Signs.
Oh, so you design signs too?
Well, I come up with a rough idea and the people at Fast Signs make it look great. They consult with me and make sure my sign communicates what I want. I can even send them files or proof my signs online. It's simple.
Great, but can they handle the big projects?
Sure, I use them for banners, exhibits, vehicles, whatever I need, and for all our locations.
Maybe they can make me a sign.
Done.
Fast Signs, providing reliable personal service and expert consultation. Visit Fast Signs at their Gainesville location or call 770-532-1200. FastSigns.com.
171-pound winner on the night, Elijah Morosky, with a decision over Bert Chestatee. See the congratulations there from Coach Eric Raddick. Team score, William, right now again?
29-15 in favor of West Hall, so they pulled ahead a little bit more there. Got a 14-point lead.
Now you see Chris Price from West Hall, the 189-pounder, putting on the green ankle band. He's a junior, 9-5 on the year, wrestling against Guillermo Casas, a senior at 10-3. Some of you may remember from our games of the week earlier in the season, Casas, one of the football players too, up there at Chestatee.
Right. A lot of these upper weights are all football players.
Casas wrestled pretty well at the Panther earlier in the year. Famous Panther invitation over at Jackson County Comprehensive High School. Yeah, getting a little big now. 189-pounders on the mat. Price and Casas. Price of the Spartans, Casas of the War Eagles.
Trying to get a little Russian tie up there. Price countering with the clamp down. Uses that, tries to clamp on there. His headgear is off.
Threw him a little too far. Casas got in on the leg. Price trying to counter. Still no points. You see there the official, Richie Taylor, signaling no points yet. And now finally, Casas with 2 for the takedown. A lot of these bigger guys, William, they do a lot of that upper body wrestling, don't they?
Right. They get in on the legs. When they're on top, they throw the legs in. And you see Price has got Casas in a predicament there. If he can just hook that other leg, he's going to lift that up. He needs to stand up with it. Casas is still in control.
Yeah, you see the red armband signaling control on the official Taylor's arm.
Now he's got him into a cradle. He can just, he hasn't got it. He's getting near fall points. You see him counting off.
Into the period.
He's got 2 near fall. So it's 4-0.
So Chris Price will adjust the headgear and get ready for period number 2. War Eagles and the Spartans going head-to-head at the Silverdome. High school wrestling. William, this may be the first time. Now, you and I have done some state championship broadcasting before, and this may be the first time we've ever done a dual match.
I think it is. I don't believe I recall ever doing a dual meet. We did 3 state championships there at Riverside, AAA.
Back in the old broadcasting days. And now Casas got a little bit high there, and Price trying to take advantage of it. When you say a wrestler gets high, I mean his weight is not distributed the way he wants it to. Got up around his shoulders, and Price is trying to stand up.
He had him there for a second with that underhook. Now he's trying a little bit of a butcher where he reaches across. Now he just has an ankle.
Chestatee trying to come from behind against the Spartans, and the Spartans homed in.
Well, this is where they'll do it. This is their tougher weight classes. 189, 215, and 285.
Trying
to get a cradle.
Yeah, trying to turn him. Get some more back points.
It'd be hard to pin him with that, but you can turn him over and get near fall, like you said. It'd be hard to pin him unless you get that shoulder under there. He's got to pull it a little bit harder, but he can't quite. There you go. Now he's got him on his back, hooking the leg. Gets his near fall, but he lets him go. 7-0. Casas on top.
And you see the 3 for the signal for the 3 more points on the near fall. Look at this. Price got a reversal.
Right at the buzzer. 7-2.
These wrestlers coming in with winning records on the year. Price at 9-5, Casas at 10-3. And Price, the offensive wrestler, in order for him to score points, he's going to have to turn him over.
A couple more wins and West Hall will have it.
He gave him the point for an escape.
8-2.
All right, I said that what Price had to do was turn him over. Well, he turned him loose. Casas got away, so now he can score points by obviously getting the takedown. That's what they're talking about at the coaching staff over there with the Spartans now.
Well, that's a little blood time out there. We got a little bleeding on the eye. You see Casas over there with the trainer, Coach Whitlow and Coach White.
Coach White giving a little demonstration there on one of the other wrestlers on what to do. This is Chris Price, Guillermo Casas, West Hall and Chestatee. 189-pounders if you just tuned in. Chestatee finds themselves down in the team score. They're ahead in this match, but they're down on the team score. More blood. Again, if you just tuned in, you get 5 minutes of blood time. They're going to clean Chris Price off because Guillermo Casas is the one bleeding. Now, a lot of concerns, of course, with blood. And
see the glove going on there.
Yeah. They got to clean off the mat, too.
Yeah, you use either a Clorox solution or some of those products that they come out with that's antibacterial.
And Price might have been bleeding a little bit from the lip. Did you see that? Nevertheless, we are back to live action now, and the wrestlers are neutral. Nice throw. That looked pretty. I got the butcher in. That's the true old-fashioned butcher, double arm, but now Price very wisely backs out because he didn't trap the leg. Squeezes that head out with him. He's going, there it is.
There, he's got a reversal. 10-4. And then you got in. Casas got the escape, so that makes it 11-4.
An 8-point or more decision up until 15. You get 14 points. A decision, just 3. Center. Price gonna need to do something. Finds himself down.
Not much time left. He hadn't got it yet. Still neutral. No points.
That's it. That's the end of the match. Casas is going to win this one by a decision. So that adds 3 more team points, William.
29-18 now. Closed it back down to 11 points.
With some of the better wrestlers for Chestatee coming up. The 215, 285s are pretty good.
Here's Ed Vieta for Chestatee and Julio Chavez for West Hall. Big Ed, they call him.
Ed Valeda at 5-2. Chavez at 4-10. Valeda's a senior, and Chavez is a junior. Valeda with a winning record. And so is the 285-pounder if you're looking ahead to that one. I remember Valeda from the football team as well. Now remember, we started back at 119 pounds, so we've got to go back after the heavyweights wrestle and wrestle at 103 and 112.
Right.
Changed this several years ago to avoid having the lightweights start all the time and heavyweights end all the time.
And all the pressure will be on the 112-pounders.
It comes down to a tight match. It often comes down to the last match wrestled. And obviously, along the way, all those matches count, but when you get down to the closing matches.
We always had a good heavyweight, so back when you started at the lightweights and go up to the heavyweight, you didn't worry about it because you had a good heavyweight there at the end. But if you don't have a good heavyweight, you don't mind doing it this way. You just hope the last match is a good wrestler.
215 pounders. Chavez in the navy and silver, and you got Big Ed Valeda in the maroon. Nobody doing much yet. Valeda.
Ed with a throw. Got him hooked down to the mat pretty good. Puts his weight on him.
Right into a pinning combination. There you see the official telling you how much distance he's got. Press that last shoulder down, up. There's the end of the period. Going to get at least 5 out of this. Got 2 points for the takedown. 3 points to near fall. 5-0. Valeda. See Chavez looking over at the West Hall bench to see what they want him to do, and they want him to defer.
And Vieta takes down. Now they got to go knee, belly, elbow.
And Valeda's able to stand up.
And he gets his escape.
Yeah, there it is. Gave him the point.
6-0. Vieta needs a technical fall or a pin in order for Chestatee to catch up. Right now, they're down by 11 points, 29-18.
Well, again, on the team scoring, a tech is worth 5 and a pin's worth 6. A pin would be huge. Right here, look. Look, here we go. Look at this.
Right on the edge. Chavez needs to squeeze off that mat if he can.
Sometimes you don't know where you are on the mat. There it
There
is.
it is.
That's 6 big team points for Chestatee. Now the War Eagles are within 5. Look at this.
And they got a good heavyweight coming up.
What do we got here, William, team score-wise?
Well, like you said, they're within 5. It's 29-24.
All right, Jimmy Lopez, a freshman for West Hall at 0-8, takes the mat for the Spartans, for the big boys, for the heavyweights. Aaron Anderson, also a freshman, but he's 7-3 for the War Eagles.
Anderson's a pretty good wrestler.
You kind of got to say advantage Chestatee here. Quick takedown. Look at this. He's working him pretty good, too. These are the 285 pounders. Not the unlimiteds now, but they can only weigh up to 285. Anderson looks lighter than that. Working him pretty good. And that's it. Chestatee takes the lead for the first time tonight.
30-29. What a match.
Got 2 matches left that are going to decide this thing. And now you see the little guys trot out there. Let's take a break. We'll be back with the end of this one in just a moment. Hall County Sports Match of the Week.
Team Office Pros is slam dunking prices on brand name closeout furniture. You'll find top quality furniture from our best selling manufacturers. Brands like Coaster Furniture with chairs starting at $50 and tables starting at $79.95. We have global chairs starting at $49.95. Items from McCourt Children's Furniture as low as $29.95. Martin Furniture Kathy Ireland collection starting at just $249.95. And Hooker Furniture starting at just $199.95. Stop into Office Pros and get your slam dunk savings today.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Condition Air Systems. We keep you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Metal Roofing Sales, Dawsonville, North Georgia's best source for all your residential and light industrial metal roofing supplies. Georgia Trophy, trophies, plaques, medals, ribbons, corporate, and everything in between. Official trophy sponsor for Hall County Sports and the Game of the Week. McKever Road United Methodist Church. What if church is not just a place we go, but something we do? McKever Road United Methodist Church, supporting all our high school athletes. And by North Georgia Productions, experts in the field of video service, always in support of the youth of Hall County.
This broadcast is also brought to you by the Longstreet Clinic. Doctors you know, care you trust. The Longstreet Clinic, where patient care is always centered around you. If you would like a copy of tonight's broadcast, call North Georgia Productions at 770-297-0528.
All right, Gary Glenn William Houghton calling the action from the Silver Dome here. And here are the little guys. William, except one's not a guy.
All right.
Lakin Hereford, you see there, is a girl wrestler. Pretty good record at 6-3. And Jose Reyes, also a freshman at 10-4, gets the takedown on Hereford. She's the sister of Logan Hereford.
Well, if Reyes can win by a pin, Chestatee will win the match. That'll give him 36 points, and West Hall can't catch him. And Hereford just needs to not get pinned to give the West Hall a chance.
Spartans a chance. Reyes probably knows this too. Two to nothing, Chestatee right here. Remember, you get 6 points for a pin, 5 for a technical fall. 14 points for major decision. Hereford with 1 with the escape. Out of bounds. Sean Fields, the official, calls it.
Get the takedown before they went out of bounds. It was 4-1.
And now
he's going to let her go.
Jose Reyes says, put her up.
4-2.
Reyes pretty quick. Got that one in pretty quick, didn't he, William?
All right, good double.
Took her down.
6-2. Like I said, if Reyes were to win by a pin, the match would pretty much be over with.
Right, you got the individual matches that you go for wins and losses, and you got the team score. And right now, Chestatee leads in the team score for the first time tonight, but not by much.
1 point. A technical fall, we could have a tie, then we'd have to go to a tiebreaker procedure.
End of the first period. Chestatee leads, and they are also, as William said, 1 point ahead, 30-29 in the team score. So this is big for the Spartans in a whole lot of ways here. Reyes controlling this. Hereford battling, trying for the butcher. They like the butcher, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Still in control. Trying to get her down. Hereford doing a good job not going to her back.
Yep. Now turns her loose.
6-3.
Very pivotal match here. Only one to follow after this one.
She'll whiz her. Hereford trying to whiz her. Good counter. Hereford's making a good counter, but Reyes is going to get another takedown. 8-3. 8-4.
Trying to keep you abreast on the individual scoring here because this gets to be pretty big too. Remember, for a decision you only get 3 team points. For a major you get 4. As Reyes gets another takedown and going to turn her loose. It's going to go this way, is it?
Takedown, escape, takedown, escape.
You see a lot of wrestlers that are good on their feet will do that. Back when we did this sort of thing, William, you never saw that, did you? Almost never, anyway.
Got him down there and just tried to pin him.
And the other thing is you got these guys, they do a lot of, got a stalemate call. A lot of these guys and girls too do this, do various styles of wrestling in the off season and stuff. They do the Greco-Roman or the freestyle, and there's the end of another period. Oh, you got 2 minutes to go now. And it's Reyes' choice, and he's going to choose neutral again.
Yeah, it was
her
Herbert's choice. She chose down.
That's
he
right.
Turned her loose.
Turned her loose. Yeah, that's right. The new rule: you don't even have to. You don't have to start. You can just say, "No, turn her loose." And now Hereford getting aggressive. Look at that.
It's tight.
I think they know how much is riding on this match, both teams. Another takedown, but she goes immediately to her belly to avoid getting into kind of a pinning combination.
12-7. Doing a good job playing the edge of the mat there. So if he does take her down, you see her backing away.
Look at that.
Another shot. But it's on the edge of the mat, so it's out of bounds.
That's one way, William, to avoid getting put in a pinning combination. You be the aggressor.
Right. Well, you can play that edge, but you take a chance on getting called for stalling.
Yep.
You see her playing that edge right there, so if he does shoot, she'll go out of bounds. She circled around and stopped right there. They're on the edge. He's going to take her down right there on the edge. 14-7. 14-8.
Both these wrestlers wrestling a pretty smart match.
$16-8. Right now he has a major decision. I don't know whether he's just going to try to hold her there or not. He's going to let her go.
He's going to try to fall into something, William, like a pin.
16-9. It's not a major decision. He needs one more takedown for it to be a major decision. Now you see Hereford shooting in on the leg.
He's going to have to spin around to get control.
She's got it pretty good. She wants to dump him. That ends up 18-9.
That's a major.
Yeah.
18-9 major.
2 points. 18-9.
That is a major. Yep.
So that gives Chestatee 34 now. It's 34-29.
Now she doesn't look real happy, but she really did a pretty good job here.
Right.
So now it all comes down to this 112-pound match.
Well, if Lopez from West Hall wins by a pin, then West Hall will win. And of course, if Gilbert wins, Chestatee will win.
Omar Lopez, a junior at 9-5 for the Spartans. J.W. Gilbert, a sophomore at 3-8 for Chestatee. So it all comes down to this one, folks, as far as what the team match is concerned.
Well, for Chestatee, you want to do that. Gilbert wants to do the same thing that Hereford just did. Don't get pinned. If he doesn't get pinned, then they'll win.
You hear the chant starting now. Look at that. Fans are into this one, folks. Oh, we picked a pretty good one to bring you on the inaugural coverage of Dual Meet Wrestling, didn't we, William?
Sure did. Down to the last match.
Last match wrestled. And they both look pretty evenly matched right here.
Ooh, he's got him up in the air and takes him down to his back. Getting no back points yet. Now it is. He rolls out of it.
Roll through it. Nope, no points. Roll through it. Now let's see. They're right at the edge of the mat, and he gives him a point for an escape. 2-1.
No back points.
Both these wrestlers are so cautious not to do anything because they know that the outcome of the match depends on this match right here. 112 pounders. Lopez of West Hall. There on the left, Gilbert on the right of Chestatee. Match at the Silverdome of West Hall. West Hall at 8-5 on the year as far as the team is concerned. 5-1 for the War Eagles of Chestatee. Nobody wants to make a mistake here, William. Pretty cautious. Getting a little late. There you go. End of the period. Start of the second.
Choice. He'll choose down.
Wants to score. Figures he can score better that way.
Top man, knee, belly, elbow.
You have to do that way too, or you get a caution.
Right. Looks like he got a little head start there with his arm moving.
It's tough to gauge that sometimes.
If you're going to choose down, you better move, or Gilbert's going to be in trouble. Good job by Lopez of putting the pressure on him there. Where you see that half Nelson there deep in that wrist.
But look the way Gilbert is maintaining his table. He's not getting turned, not exposing his back to the mat. I mean, that's painful to look at. But still, there we go.
He's got some back points. And he's got him in worse shape than that.
That's it. There's the pin, and that is the match.
West Hall wins 35-34. Came down to the last match, and the crowd up there is happy.
And West Hall, the Spartans are happy as well.
And that's the West Hall side. I guess they see the Chestatee wrestlers, they don't look too happy.
Everybody with some good sportsmanship. William and I are back to wrap it up in just a moment. Hall County Sports Match of the Week.
Are you struggling to get where you really want to be in life? Then get on the fast track to success at Lanier Technical College with 5 campuses, day, evening, and online classes, and many tuition and fees paid for by the Hope Grant. There's no better way to get where you really want to be. Now more than ever, high-paying employers are looking for highly trained individuals with hands-on technical training. So stop struggling and get moving. Lanier Technical College. Get ready. Go!
With every passing year, the Gift Nook at Riverside Pharmacy adds more unique and precious gifts to the inventory. Buying that special gift is an easy task at Riverside Pharmacy's Gift Nook. The Gift Nook is famous for its wide variety of novelty items, along with its familiar Christmas carolers and collectibles. The next time you can't think of a gift for that special someone, don't worry. Let the Gift Nook at Riverside Pharmacy show you how to turn presents into lasting memories at a price you can afford. Remember, all their first quality greeting cards are just $1. Riverside Pharmacy, modern technology, hometown traditions, 935 Green Street, 770-532-6253.
I'm attorney Ken Parker. If you've been hurt at work in a car accident, call me at 404-378-0600 to protect your cash settlement. 404-378-0600. Debt relief, settlement protection.
This broadcast is also brought to you by the Longstreet Clinic. Doctors you know, care you trust. The Longstreet Clinic, where patient care is always centered around you. If you would like a copy of tonight's broadcast, call North Georgia Productions at 770-297-0528.
So, in the match that you just saw, down to the final period of the final match, wrestled William, and West Hall wins it 35-34. What a match.
All right, exciting match. I hope everybody enjoyed that.
Well, we hope that you did, and if you did, let us know. We'll try to do some more high school wrestling. Now, next week, we're going to take it back to the hardwood. As a matter of fact, in this space on the Hall County Sports Television Game of the Week, we will take you back to the hardwood. Actually, going to be a college basketball game. Brenau and Tennessee Wesleyan, and Brenau playing pretty well.
Right.
Absolutely. The Golden Tigers now under Coach Gary Bays, they're kind of into his program now, and that, of course, is showing some dividends. From our studios here at North Georgia Video Productions, Hall County Sports Television at McKelvey Road United Methodist Church, I'm Gary Glenn along with William Howington. Happy New Year to you, buddy.
Happy New Year.
Absolutely, and Happy New Year to all of you. You've been watching the Hall County Sports Television, North Georgia Video Productions Game of the Week.
Are you getting married soon? Or do you know someone who is? The most wonderful present that you can give a loved one or friend is a wedding memory keepsake on video that captures all of the excitement of that special day and that can be treasured year after year. The folks at North Georgia Productions are experts in wedding photography and videography. Their job is to capture all of the beauty of your wedding day as seen through your eyes. There is nothing more disappointing than a poor quality video of the most important day of your life. Don't let that happen. Call the professionals at North Georgia Productions. You can be assured that your wedding day will be captured on video just the way you dreamed it. Call 770-297-0528 or email weddings@northgeorgiaproductions.com.